everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Come Fly With Me Australia. As you can see, we are not in my plane and we are not in the hangar. We're in my car. So something a bit different today. I thought we would film where my plane came from, and my plane was built by students, so we are on our way to a school. So we're heading to St. Columban's College now at Caboolture, where they built my aircraft Mike Yankee Echo in 2024, and they're currently building another RV12, so I thought we'd go check it out and you guys can see the students that built my plane and are building this next plane, and we can meet Flight Youth Engineering, who are the organisation that oversaw the whole procedure, the whole build I should say. So yes, I don't know how many of you out there would fly a plane that's built by students, but I do. And I can say it's been, yeah, it's a great plane and it's been flawless. Maybe those that built their own plane chime in and let me know how you went, because I have a friend of mine, I actually know two people who have built their own planes. The first gentleman said never again, he built a Savannah, and then the second friend that I have hasn't finished theirs yet and is still ongoing. So I hear it's a bit of a labor of love, it's the never-ending journey, and I guess it's probably nice to have a team of students because you're sort of motivating each other to get it done and so forth. So yeah, let's go check it out. Let's go check this out. Let's go see this plane that they're building. I think this is it right here. Let's go. Hey.
Come on in.
This is St. Columban's College at Caboolture, and this is the team that are building the next plane, the next RV12. So this is the same room that Mike Yankee Echo was built in 2020, it would have been, yeah, 2023 to 2024. So let's meet the team. Hi everyone, we are here with Ashley Miller, who is one of the directors of Flight Youth Engineering, and he oversees the construction of all these planes, and he oversaw the build of Mike Yankee Echo and runs the syndicate. So anyone who is potentially interested in jumping into the syndicate for Mike Yankee Echo, I'll put the details in the description below, and this is the man you'll speak to. Yep. So Ashley, do you want to tell us a little bit about Flight Youth Engineering?
So Flight Youth Engineering is born out of the fact that the average age of aircraft engineers is 64.
Oh.
So as the baby boomers retire, there's this giant gap of shortage of aircraft engineers. So having a STEM program embedded in high school, and it's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so these students are all extracurricular activities. They're all here of their own choice. It's not part of the school program. We introduce them into sheet metal skills of how to build an airplane. The very first thing they do is we teach them basic sheet metal work. So all the students get to build a test piece where they work with the metal. It exposes them to different materials, shows them how to rivet, what tools are required to touch and build an airplane. From that, under mentorship, as you can see behind us, the students then follow the plans and build on.
It looks lighter than I imagined it would. Is it the exact same dimensions as my thing? Oh, identical.
But remember these, you'll recognise those where your seat adjustment is.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
So
And these are the spar pins.
Big goes here, spar pins, yes.
Spar pins, yeah.
Big go there, and then right at the front section. So we're about to offer up this front section after they rivet on these pieces here.
All right, awesome. Very cool.
I do sport for 10 weeks a year. I'll ever use this yesterday. Not yesterday.
They're the ones who are doing it.
Okay, because we have to follow the plan.
Do you know what the cold war was?
So the big one here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so that's underneath.
Yeah.
War though. Just to your right. That was World War II stuff.
What's happening over here? Touching rivets, gosh, it's quite an important task. It gets, you know, really got to focus so you don't miss one, don't you?
It's just the firewall and engine goes.
Okay. You know, actually, it surprised me how lightweight this is.
Yep.
Right? I was expecting it to be a lot heavier.
Beautiful tone. Right name, the right
I guess that's why they call it a light-sport aircraft. Because it's
aircraft are some of their parts. So
Yeah.
it's made out of.
Can we wrap them up the side here?
Yes.
That'll give it a...
Come back to the others.
So what are these rivets? They're
These
actually...
are Clicos. They're pin vices.
Oh,
So the spring-loaded clamps that hold the structure in alignment, and then we rivet it after the structure's held tight.
If you watch the end, it expands, brings the two pieces of metal
oh
together.
great.
So Annie, you see all the primer and the paint that's on this?
Yeah.
That's what your plane has. Everything is sealed, everything's primed, so no corrosion.
No corrosion. Amazing. So it's going to last. It's going to last a long time then.
Yeah.
Cool. How cool are these guys? Love it. Is it working? Everything looking good? Doing some more riveting here?
Yeah. Just on the side of the plate now.
This looks complicated. You can't get this wrong, can you? Choosing the right ones that fit. Otherwise, I'm up in the air and the whole thing can pop, blow apart.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I just asked a question. Who does the first flight? And I understand a guy named David Brown, who is one of my viewers and one of my good friends. He did the first flight in Mike Yankee Echo after the students built it. Apparently he wore a fire suit. But anyway, went well, and he's here on the ground, and I flew with him actually just recently. So yeah, everything went well, and it's now done 216 hours I think now, and I've done 99.6 of those hours, so there you go. Here we are with Samantha, one of the students here at St. Columban's College, and one of the students that is building the plane. How long have you been working on this so far?
I think it's 3 years now.
Wow, so you built Mike Yankee Echo too?
No, I haven't. Just on this plane alone. So we did a whole test piece. It was like a start of like a trailing edge of a wing.
Oh wow.
And that was our test piece. And then the parts for this plane began to come through, and then we've been working on it ever since. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And do you enjoy it?
Yes, I do very much.
Fantastic. Yeah, well you guys are doing a good job.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
All good.
So what's your name, buddy?
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Caleb. And I feel like I have met you before at the
Yeah,
hangar.
you met me at Ashley's hangar.
At the hangar. And what's your plan? Like, have you got
Oh, I'll be an engineer.
engineer? Oh, okay, great. Aviation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're no interest in flying yourself? No?
A little bit, but nah.
You've got plenty of time, right?
Yeah, no, I reckon engineer.
Yeah, good on you. Well, you're doing a good job. And how old are you?
I'm 15, but I started the course when I was 13.
So there we go. He's been building. Did you build Mike Yankee Echo too?
No, I was here when they were finishing it off.
Yeah.
But we were just doing all practice pieces and learning
Okay.
about the plane and all that.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you're doing a great job. Thank you. So there you have it. This is the team. They're busy building a plane right now. I think it's crazy that these young kids, 13-year-olds, are building an aircraft, but wow, they're doing an incredible job. So yeah, I think that this next plane is going to be amazing, and can't wait to see it. Caleb's going to show us here where this part goes that he was just riveting. What you just riveted is going in there? Yeah. Okay. All right, so it's that easy, hey? You just put a few rivets in, find where it goes, put the puzzle together, and he's just going to go for it.
He's going to put some clicos in.
Okay.
They're like a tip of a rivet.
Yeah, you guys how to use the web? So you usually put the rivet in first. That one there. Put the rivet in first.
Quick question, how long does this whole process take from start to finish?
Ideally, the very first aircraft we started was the middle of COVID, so it took just over 3.5 years. This one will be around just over 2 years. And the reason that the program ideally would be based over 24 months. So the students just starting grade 10 have finished it by the time they finish senior.
That's good, yeah.
And the goal with that is that every student gets then to fly the airplane they built. But logistics, timing, fundraising, they all come into it.
Okay, so the whole idea is to start and finish while the kids are still at school.
So the students get an immersed thing, and we're a little bit different from a lot of school programs in that we, with the mentors we have, they're all senior mentors, they're all aviators, they're all pilots, they've all built built aircraft. So they have a very deep skill set to pass on. And the goal is that rather than just slap together an aeroplane, we really do try and get the industry experience that they want. And that comes right back to the acid etching and the allodyning and the priming of the skins. None of our aircraft are just put together bare metal. They're all primed, which means that the aircraft's going to have a long life. It's going to be more valuable and a much better aircraft.
Amazing.
So the aircraft is controlled by its master books. We have many sets of plans, but there's only 2 aircraft books, number 1 and number 2, that we sign off on. So as the students build a section, they sign off on the section they build. If you think IKEA plans, the RV12 is built just like that. Every section has a call out, every section has a part, every section has a direction on what to do. And as the students get more exposed to the program that start in grade 10, they then get the skill sets to read the plans to build onto a more complex section. The RV12 is chosen because it's a Part 23 designed aeroplane. Part 23 means it's a fully certified. You can go to Van's Aircraft in America and buy this aeroplane as a customer, choose your colour, and they'll build your aeroplane. This aeroplane being built by students will always be registered as an experimental. Experimental in this country means that it's actually built by amateurs, which we are. And even though the students are building this, the Flight Youth Engineering mentors oversee everything. So nothing gets signed off on the master plans unless we do it. The students themselves will continually go to the next section and next section. And right now we're joining up the lower forward fuselage assembly, which is where the firewall is. And so that's, if you see over there, that's what they're all doing now.
This one's not very nice, is it?
Doesn't want to go.
Sam.
Right, a special mention here to Exalta. Is this, am I saying it? Special mention here to Exalta. Because Ashley, do you want to tell us a little bit about these guys?
Now, Exalta is our premium paint sponsor. They make it one of the best aviation coatings as a primer. So what we're doing is giving this aircraft the best chance of survival, and it'll give it a very nice long life in the industry once it's flying with no corrosion, and that's exactly what we want. It takes longer, it costs more, but the end product is way better.
Yay!
So Snap-on Tools are one of our sponsors with the toolkit. We use a lot of Snap-on gear for the fact that it's very, very thin and tight to get into tight areas. And it's got the tool control. So the students, when this job is finished at the end of the day, all the tools go back. It's a tool control to make sure nothing's missing, nothing's left behind, nothing's left in the aircraft. Again, as they do work at industry level, this is required. Every tool has to have a home where it goes back into.
It's very neat and tidy. Nice one. Yay!
I'll show you down the back.
Lots of boats out here.
Yeah, St. Clements is awesome, mate. They do a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
so good.
stuff.
It's a nice school.
They learn how to weld, they build boats, they do lots of really cool stuff.
Right, so have we got all the other parts of the plane are down here?
Only
Some of them.
there's no light up.
So do we have an expected finish date on this one? On this RV?
It'll look like an airplane by the end of the year. So
Here we go. Tail.
yeah, so tail cone's finished but not primed, but as you can tell by the gold sheen, it's all allodyne. It's one of the very first sections the students build.
Okay.
If you shoot down through here, these are all the parts that have been prepped already. So they've all been acid etched, primed, and they're awaiting assembly.
Okay, amazing.
The next section we're on to is the side skins. So again, during the holidays, 2 of the students came to work and they prepped all these skins. We sent them away to be allodyne, they've since been primed, and they're all ready to go to assembly. So
what's the next step?
the next step is the side skins. So
Okay,
next time we
side
come
skins.
here, it'll be all closed up. And then
Wow.
we're on to the fuel systems and control systems.
Okay.
So rudder pedals, engine mounts, all that sort of stuff, all the components are still got to go through.
Yep. Very cool. And here's the tyres over here.
Assembled with the brakes.
Yeah.
These are RV12 standard wheels and brakes. The students have already assembled and greased all the bearings for the axles, and they're ready to go once we get to that stage.
Yeah. Awesome. Will it have the wheel spats as well? Because I noticed in that video, the other RV12s overseas didn't have the wheel spats.
Yeah,
and I
most
was
training airplanes don't have wheel
Oh,
spats.
do they not?
No,
Because of
because the students want to inspect the tyres every flight,
okay. It looks
and
so
it's very
much
hard.
nicer with
Yeah.
the wheel spats. So one of the questions I had was, who did the first flight? Like, who had the guts to do the first flight in my Genki Echo?
Look, we had a random student, we threw him in, all good. No, seriously, because it's an engineering project, if it looks like an airplane, smells like an airplane, it must be an airplane.
Okay.
But CASA has a very strict regime. We have what we call a phase one. And even Van's aircraft, they have an entire booklet, a PAP, a production acceptance procedure. So we have a manual which we follow through, procedure by procedure.
Oh, for the first flight, you mean?
Before the first flight.
Okay.
So it's a whole bunch of engineering checks that must be done, must be completed, must be measured, must be calibrated before we get to the last page where it's ready for a test flight. And when we do a test flight, there's a whole bunch of checks we do before then. Our test pilot was David Brown. He's the local dyno distributor.
Yes.
And again, nice quiet moment, no one around, no pressure, and we do a test flight in the local area. And then we come back, we pull the cows, we do an inspection. If it's all good, we button up again and do another test flight.
And how did it go, mind you? I must ask. How was
Perfect.
the first flight? There we go.
Yeah, not a squeak, no oil leaks, no nothing. It was great.
Okay.
And so after a phase one test flying, which is 40 hours of test flying, where we qualify the airplane, we load it, we check it, we calibrate everything, then it enters what we call phase 2 in Australia. Phase 2 is when you've got it. It's now an aeroplane.
Which was like, I think 20 hours is when I started flying. I had around 20 hours.
Yeah, around 25 hours is its normal phase 1 flying.
Okay,
Correct.
and that's another.
Yeah.
Oh, so David Brown kept flying it and to make sure everything.
David, myself, and there's 2 other instructors. Yeah. So once it gets through its very first flight, it's then open to other guys to burn up the hours. So,
and that's where we're at.
but they're
now.
all registered for that aircraft. They can only have those pilots doing the test flight.
Well, you guys are doing a great job here, and thank you for letting me come down and see the whole process and see how Mike Yankee Echo was built. And I can't wait to see this new RV12 finish. So any of my viewers out there who are interested in maybe coming out here and sharing your expertise or jumping on board in terms of mentorship, or another pilot who can wants to work with these students as well. I'm sure you guys are open to having other people on the team. So Brisbane or north side of Brisbane at St Columban's College, or even anyone who potentially wants to help the program with products or anything to do with aviation or to do with the aircraft. I'm sure these guys would love to have.
We're a fully registered non-profit charity, so any company donating time is tax deductible as advertising. So it works well, and we live and die by donations by good folks.
Yeah, so good cause.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, got to head off. So big thank you to everyone. It's so lovely to meet you all. Thank you. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye bye. What an awesome team, hey? They're doing some great work here. There we go. We've just met the whole team there at St Columban's College. The students that are building the plane, and it looks amazing. So it's coming on really nicely. There you go. So would you fly a plane built by students after seeing that? Jump in the comments and let me know.